Hello, my name is Marc Rosenkranz. I am the creator of Timeless Kinetic Art. I just want to thank you for your business as well as your trust. I believe you're going to be enjoying your kinetic art for many years. In this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble and hang your Timeless Kinetic Art. There are 6 steps in the process. None of the steps are difficult. It's pretty basic stuff. It should take you about 30 minutes to get the unit operational, and I've provided all the tools you need to be able to do that. I call my art timeless because it's not a clock, and also it's timeless because it'll keep running until you turn it off. Most kinetic art is spring-driven, and you have to wind every couple of hours. It's also timeless because the designs that I use are clean, simple designs that you're not going to get tired of over the years. I've designed it so that there's exquisite hardwood on the outside and the motion technology on the inside or the rear of the unit. So you're just looking at the beauty of the wood and not seeing any of the guts, so to speak, of the motion control technology. The slow, random, mesmerizing movement of my Timeless Kinetic Art draws you in and holds your attention. There's a medical term for this. It's called positive distraction. In fact, there are studies that have been done on positive distraction that show that positive distraction will reduce stress, reduce anxiety, and pain. I've put a couple of links at the end of this video for those that might be interested in learning more about it. And you can also do a search on the internet for positive distraction to see other articles. It's time to get started. I suggest that you might want to go through the video in its entirety one time. It's less than 10 minutes long. After reviewing it, then you can get started on the individual steps. If you have any questions or problems, please contact me. My contact information is at the end of this video. Let's get started. The first step is to mount the hanger brackets on the wall. Use the provided drywall anchors to mount on drywall, which is sometimes referred to as sheetrock. Screwing the hangers directly into drywall might not hold over time. Each anchor can hold 75 pounds, which is more than sufficient to hold the main unit. One hanger has holes for mounting on a stud. The dimensions don't allow for mounting on 2 studs. A template for spacing is provided to make it easy to position on the wall. Step 2 is to hang the main unit on the wall without the rings and vanes connected. Please don't try to mount with the rings and vanes connected. It is awkward and may result in you damaging a vane. In order to hang, grab the main unit on the sides with the main unit hangers on top. Place the main unit hangers above the wall hangers. Line up the hanger brackets, then slide down the wall until they connect. Check both sides before releasing your hands. In step 3, you will connect the vanes to the center rings. If you have a long folding table, it might make it easier to assemble. Otherwise, you can use any flat surface that is large enough to accommodate the assembled diameter. The vanes and rings have labels with either numbers or letters. It is important to connect each vane to the matched number or letter on the ring. Each ring has a hole on the side and 2 threaded inserts for machine screws. Each vane has 2 holes for the screws and a steel pin. Please use the screwdriver provided. Don't use a power screwdriver to tighten the screws. Place the ring on a flat surface and push the pin on the vane into the hole on the ring. Jiggle if necessary to line up the holes.
Continue to mount all vanes on the appropriate rings. Try not to over-tighten the screws. When completed, it will look like this. Step 4 is to hang the inner ring with vanes attached. Each ring is keyed. The center cylinder on the main unit has a mating notch. Carry the assembled ring vane unit to the main unit mounted on the wall. Move the center cylinder on the main unit until the notch is in the up position. Gently slide the center ring's key into the notch. If lined up properly, it will slide easily. Don't force. If it doesn't slide, change the position slightly. In step 5, you will hang the outer ring with vanes attached. In order to accomplish this, you will need the 2 open-end wrenches that were provided plus the hardware provided. Check the list on the screen for what's needed. It will make it easier to assemble if you line up the hardware in order on a table. Now you will need to assemble the nuts and washers onto the threaded rod in the proper order. First, screw on the 3/8 nut until it is about a 1/2 inch from the ring, then the flat washer. Now add the plastic disc, flat washer, split lock washer, and 3/8 inch nut. Tighten by hand. Now tighten with the wrenches. Don't over-tighten. Now you will need to screw on a 3/8 nut about 1.5 inches from the last nut placed on the rod. After the nut is at 1.5 inches, add a split lock washer, then a flat washer. Now you can slide the outer ring with vanes attached onto the threaded rod. Now add a flat washer, then a split lock washer, then a 3/8 inch nut. Hand tighten. Now you can tighten with the wrenches. Don't over-tighten. Now you can screw onto the threaded rod the wood swirl ornament. Hand tighten. In step 6, we plug it in and turn it on. That's it. You're done. The Timeless Kinetic Art looks best when the wire is hidden in the wall. Since the electronics uses a low voltage of 12 volts DC, most towns and cities allow the placement of the wire in the wall without a conduit or the need for a licensed electrician. Check with your local codes to be certain. You can use a standard timer to automatically turn the Timeless Kinetic Art on and off during certain times of the day. This makes the unit perfect for businesses with opening and closing times, as well as for residences which want to turn it off at night. It is recommended that it be turned off when not being used. I mentioned at the beginning of this video I would provide you with links to medical studies that show the health benefits of reduced stress, reduced anxiety, and reduced pain using positive distraction. Here are links to 4 scientific studies. Today in hospitals, you will find mostly wall art, nature scenes for positive distraction. I'm hoping that they will implement more kinetic art in the future.